Hello, my tubies, my Teletubbies. It's Sheila Truelove. And today I am sitting here hanging out with MJ Harris. Yes, you know how much I love my baby. I love him. Yeah. And today I like it when what he's talking about in terms of not being scared to say what you feel. Uh Being worried about constantly offending someone, so you find that you're constantly walking on eggshells. Anyway, without further ado, let's listen to MJ.
Getting here, because y'all need to stop biting your tongue, not saying what you feel just because you're scared to hurt somebody's feelings. Okay? Now, I'm not trying to say this to give y'all license to go out here and be a jerk, to be careless, to be callous, but I am saying that the reality is this, is that some of y'all are letting people get away with murder, really, and within your life, treat you poorly, disrespect you, overlook you. Click like and click share if you agree, and comment below and say I agree if you agree. All right, you can be transparent for a minute because we're about to have transformation right here. Okay, so go ahead and own up to it. Say, this is what I've been doing, so we can go ahead and fix this right now. Okay, you need to stop biting your damn tongue. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you this right now: the people whose feelings you trying to preserve by not telling them the truth of how you really feel about them, those people are not worried about you, honey. If their actions have not proven it yet, okay, let me be the one to confirm it for you. Okay, it's amazing to me, and I've done this before. Trust me, I get it. But we'll be more focused on trying to protect somebody else's feelings than stating our own truth. This person is literally hurting us, even if they're not hurting us on purpose, through their actions or through their carelessness. They're hurting us with their words, through their, however it may be.
And this is an excellent point of what I keep telling this certain female. I am not going to keep talking on eggshells, walking on eggshells, and having to constantly bite my tongue because no. I have told this person repeatedly, I don't like the way you treat me. You don't like the way I talk to you, and I don't like the way you treat me. This person treats me like I'm dirt underneath her shoe. I have no value whatsoever. She treats me like I'm worthless. Okay? Any and everything is a priority to her opposed to me. I don't like the way you treat me. So if you don't like the way I talk to you, watch how you're treating me. You know what I mean? And even though I tell this person this repeatedly, now normally I am very this way. Look, I'll tell it to you nicely the first two times. But if I have to keep repeating myself and talk to you more than two times, then my inner Pamela comes out. That's my inner big Pamela. MJ, he has a inner Deborah or whatever, the rage person. That's when inner Pamela comes out. Because now I'm feeling like you're disrespecting me. Because I have constantly told you I don't like the way you disrespected me, with the way you're treating me, especially you constantly, disrespect my authority, my God given authority, and I don't appreciate it.
We're more concerned about preserving their feelings than we are about telling them the truth. You better speak up for your damn self and protect your energy, protect your space, and let people know this does not work for me. Beyond that, sometimes people are not even aware. They may not even be doing something bad in any way, shape, or form, but just basically the relationship don't work for you, or how the relationship function doesn't work for you. Don't make them a bad person, but you so scared to tell them because you don't want to hurt their feelings. You better open your damn mouth and tell them exactly what you feel right now. I'm telling you this right now. Life is too short for you to sit up here and hold your tongue and not just for the sake of trying to protect other people's feelings. And again, I want to reiterate, I'm not trying to give you license to be a jerk. So I know some people are like, oh, well, I'm just real. I say what I feel. But no, baby, you're an asshole. Okay, let's be clear about that. Okay, there's a difference between speaking truth with love, dignity, and respect, and just speaking truth carelessly, callously, and not thinking about the other person. So what I'm telling you,
And I agree with that 100%. So I always use this is how I know I'm correct when I'm speaking to someone. I always use the sandwich technique. The sandwich, you have two slices of bread and you have the meat. Now, when you're making a sandwich, you have the top piece of bread. Now, in conversation, that's the positive thing. The meat, that may be the negative thing, or, the main point of what you're trying to discuss. And then the last piece of bread, that's positive. So you started off with positive, and then you have the negative, the meat, and then you end it with positive. Okay? Now I do that all the time. But we have to keep it real. You have some people in this world, they don't want the meat part. They don't want nothing, they don't want to have anything to do with the truth. And also, a person have to consider this. The person who you feel is talking to you so abusively or so badly or criticizing you so you feel it's criticism. I never try to criticize anyone. I'm just trying to get my point across intelligently and like an adult. But you have to think about the source. When someone is telling you something that you may not want to hear, you have to think of where is this coming from? Who is this source that this is coming from? Is this a person who loves me? Is this a person who care about me and who value me? So when I know this person is talking to me this way, I know it's coming from a place of love, and it's not coming from a place to try to hurt me or offend me. So always keep in mind the source of where your information is coming from. And like I said, when I'm talking to a person, I always imagine that they're my superior. I imagine that I'm speaking to my supervisor at my job, or I'm speaking with the attorneys that I may work with, or what have you. I always speak respectfully the first two times. The third time, I'm ripping you a new one. Because, like, I know each and every one of us can identify, nobody likes being disrespected. I'm telling you, I can't stomach the way you treat me, like I'm nothing. And I'm letting you know this. You claim that you love me, but I don't see no evidence of love at all. No evidence at all. And I've already told them repeatedly what my love language is, and they totally overlook it, override it, telling me, "Oh, you don't know how to talk to anybody. You speak to people abusively." No, I don't speak to people abusively. You have people in this world who are overly sensitive, and they're not taking the necessary steps that they need to, like going to a nice psychologist and getting a support group so they can correct their overly sensitive disorder. Especially when they're constantly complaining from other people everywhere they go. This person don't know how to talk to me. This person don't know how to treat me. You have some people, Tubies, Teletubbies, if you're not complimenting them 20 times, giving them 20 compliments a day, you don't know how to talk to me. You speak abusively to me. Because everything has got to be a compliment, a compliment. "Oh, you're great. You're the best thing ever. Yep, you're right. Everything you say is correct." You're never supposed to have a viewpoint with these people. You're never supposed to have your own outlook or your own way of seeing things, your own opinion. Oh no, because the moment you have your own opinion or your own viewpoint, regardless of how kindly you may speak to these people, you're abusing me. You don't know how to talk to me. What? Like, yeah, okay, you know what? You need to get some psychiatric help. And I'm saying this lovingly. Keep in mind the source that this is coming from. You need psychiatric help. And I would suggest that you get a psychologist, someone who have a PhD behind their name. I don't do social workers anymore. I don't do counselors. If you don't have a PhD behind your name, you're useless to me in terms of my mental health. Everyone from time to time needs someone to talk to. And you need to do at least 10 sessions. 10 sessions. Okay?
Right now is when
you need at least 10 sessions. I've already done 6 with two psychologists that I talk to. One is a female and one is a male. I've done 6 sessions. I don't need to do the 10 with the psychologist because I've already talked to social workers. And that wasn't useful to me because I needed to talk to people who were educated and familiar with people who are coming out of a cult. When you're coming out of a cult, I was a Jehovah's Witness, as you know, for, oh, please, over half my life. So me coming out of that, it was very traumatizing and it was whatever. But the point is, getting back to the point, is you need to find yourself a good psychologist and a support group. So you can stop being so sensitive. People should not have to talk and walk on eggshells just to have a conversation with you. People should not have to be afraid every word they say is like a landmine. You don't know what to say, where to step, because you don't know what's going to cause them to explode or feel attacked or feel offended. You know what? Trying to deal with people like that, it's exhausting. It's exhausting. Dealing with people who are overly sensitive, it's horrible. Now, you have some people who say they were diagnosed with hypersensitive disorder. Now, hypersensitive disorder, they have some excellent things about them, but there's also a negative side to that. And when you look at the negative side, a lot of times that's the side that they're showing. So with all the good, they may have a few things from that, but how many things do you have from the negative side of it? Do they take time to look at that? Because with my psychologist, I've been diagnosed as being well adjusted, emotionally and mentally healthy. Now, that's what both a male psychologist have told me and a female psychologist. And like I said, I've had 6 sessions. And that's my diagnosis.
Approach someone and you're telling them how you feel, come from the perspective of love, come from the perspective of truth, come from the perspective of being caring, but definitely come from the perspective of transparency. It is not caring to hold back what you feel. In my opinion, it can be cruel at times, especially in relationships. Let's talk about dating just for a second, okay? This is a bigger thing than just the dating world, but let's talk about that for a second, okay?
It's very cruel. I agree with MJ 100%. If you love someone, you want to tell them the truth. I know me, look. The Bible says treat people the way you want to be treated. So that's the way I talk to people. I'm a straight shooter. I don't sugarcoat things. I talk to you like an adult. I know how to be tactful. I know how to use discretion. I am well trained. Like I said, I am an advice coach. I actually have people paying me. Tubi's my Teletubbies, and I love you for it. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I get emails every week. I got emails coming in. I have phone calls that come in where people are actually paying to talk to me. So if I didn't know how to talk to people, I don't think they would be sitting up there putting money in my Cash App. I really don't think so.
Well, you don't tell, some of y'all don't like somebody. Y'all don't like them. And now you tell me what's a better way to go. Tell them, hey, baby doll, I'm just not interested in you. This just don't work for me. It don't work for me. Tell them that, or ghosting them. You tell me what's different. You tell me what brings more honor, dignity, and respect to your name. Telling someone, hey, baby, you know what? I don't feel the same way you feel about this. I don't feel the same way. Saying that, or going with the route of leading the person on, making them fall for you more and more, and then eventually you tell them this after they're in too deep. You see where I'm going with this? Sometimes, I would say all the time, it is an act of love to speak the truth to somebody, okay?
That's all I'm trying to say, honey. And I don't want to make this video too long, but this is don't be scared, say what you feel. And I'm loving it, and he didn't use that much profanity this time. I'm so grateful. But I just wanted to share when I was sitting here, just, surfing the television, whatever, YouTube. I just ran into this with MJ, and I had to stop and listen. And I like hanging out with MJ from time to time because he's really, he's got a lot of useful information, and a lot of his stuff I just take and throw it in the trash. You know what I'm saying? But I take what I need and I throw the rest away. But anyway, in closing, people need to respect that other people have a right to have a viewpoint. Other people have a right to have an opinion. And no, we may not see eye to eye on it. So sometimes we just have to agree to disagree. It's just that simple. And don't forget, in closing, the most important thing, when you feel like someone is attacking you or criticizing you or putting you down, think about the source that it's coming from. This is a person who love you, and you know that they love you, and you know that they have your back no matter what, and you know that they're always trying to look out for your well-being. Then you need to take it with a grain of salt what they're saying to you and stop getting offended. And more importantly, like the Apostle Paul said, when I was a babe, I did the things of a babe. But now that I'm a man, now that I am an adult, I put those childish things behind me. Now grow up. Some people need to grow up emotionally. They are emotional train wrecks. And they need to get the necessary help that they need. Find yourself a codependency group and a good psychologist. You could do it on Zoom. You don't even have to leave the comfort of your home. Get the help that you need and stop sitting around here trying to hurt other people and treat other people badly. You remember, watch how you treat people. If you don't like the way they talk to you, ask yourself, let me see now. How am I treating this person? How am I making them feel? Take time for that. Anyway, this is Sheila True Love, always loving you. I do what I do because I love you. If you like the video and agree or can identify or at least can understand, please subscribe and share and press that notification button if you're new. And you'll be the first one to know when I post a new video. I love you incredibly. Have a great day.